Hi, I'm Lynn, and I launched a podcast during one of the most difficult seasons of my life. I was in the middle of a big move as a single mom with 3 kids, and I just knew that I needed to get a podcast going in order to generate leads for my editing business. So I'm a book editor, and the people that I wanted to interview on my show were people who either had written books or wanted to write books because they're influencers. So when Jamie told me about Dan Henry having written a book, and that Dan Henry normally doesn't do podcast interviews, but he was willing to promote his book, I reached out and said, as a book editor, I know what a grueling process it can be, so congratulations on writing your first book. I would love to have you on my show. And he said, you're a book editor. I should hire you to edit my book. I'm like, you absolutely should. So I ended up getting a book deal through Dan Henry, who then recommended me to other people, who then recommended me to other people. And so I went from, a meager monthly income to closing over $30,000 worth of business in the month of January. So I would say that it was definitely worth the investment. Anyone thinking about starting a podcast, I would highly, highly recommend working with Jamie Atkinson and his team. The Podcast Profit Lab is the best investment I've made in myself and in my business over the last 2 years. And I've spent a lot of money on courses over the last 2 years. It is without question the best investment that I've made in myself. And I'm just really grateful that they showed up for me and didn't let me give up on myself, because 6 months ago I was struggling, and today I have a thriving business, and I'm so grateful.